think it's pronounced. Let's find out. Signe, the Viking Signe. This is a riverboat cruise down the Rhine. We're just in our room. I'll give you a little tour. We're in the lower level, so no balcony, but we do have this little window. There's our bed. It is going to be a quick tour. There's our bed. It's pretty comfortable. Hello, TV.
Not many movies.
Not too many movies. Ben is annoyed because the movies are all enrichment lectures about history and destination.
I thought that was a good thing.
But anyways, Viking provides us with champagne, which is in the fridge here. Ta-da! As well as some drawers. And here we've got a safe, hair dryer. This is the little welcome area. It's not the biggest room in the world, but it's a cruise, so what do you expect? The bathroom is super nice. We've got some Nordic bath products, shower as well, and it fully closes, which we love, and some drawers. And that is essentially the Viking cruise. We just got on maybe an hour ago. You are able to have lunch when you first get on, which was really good. It was like sandwiches and pasta and dessert. The food was like amazing. And I think I'm gonna show you the ship a little bit, and then we're just gonna rest, to be honest. We've been in Amsterdam now this is our third full day, and we've both been to Amsterdam before, so I think we're just ready to chill. So far, the ship is really gorgeous. The food is really good. The one negative that I will say is if you are specifically in the Amsterdam port, if you're starting your tour riverboat here, it's quite far and it's pretty hard to find. So like lugging your suitcase, like we're pretty young, we're in our low 30s, and it was like it was a bit of a challenge, and also not a lot of like signage to get there. That's the one negative. Also, we are in our low 30s, and this boat basically caters to American retirees, so we'll see what happens. But we're excited to rest and like be posh and be taken care of. But that's what this video is all about, is 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 40-year-olds, etc. Is a Viking cruise for you? Today's day one. Let's find out.
Per item.
€4 per item.
Yes.
Okay, so second negative with Viking. We really want to do our laundry. It's apparently very expensive. Can I see?
It's all laundry and press. So a dress is €15.
Okay, maybe we're not doing laundry on this one.
Sure, it's 8.
118. Here's the hallway. Oh my god, man. Here's the restaurant. I'm just gonna peek in. Looks like this is the entrance. We go up again. Some art. Oh, I see a coffee area. Looks like the coffee area is here. So I guess one of Viking's like big things is they provide cookies every day. There's computers, and that's my uncle on the computer.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hi, Tony.
You guys got in your armory?
Yeah.
How big are they? Not real big.
And we've got a nice little sitting area with books, all kinds of books and games. Wow. Nice. Great job, guys. So we've got like a lounge here. Hi, Dad.
Hi guys.
How's it going?
Just, you guys doing a tour of the boat? We just did a tour of the boat.
We're just exploring, yeah.
Are you
Okay, so there's a bar here. And a little bit of a lounge. Very comfy looking chairs. I know there's like, yep, performances and dancers and piano players, as you can see here. Very nice, comfortable looking furniture. I think some food is served out here in the sunny area. I don't know what the word is, sun deck as well. And this closes. This is where we will be, I think, a lot of the time. This is beautiful. Gorgeous. Ben, do you want to get a drink?
Sure.
Let's go. Let's get a drink. So that's our boat. Let's go upstairs. It's a bit loud. This is the sun deck.
It's a bit wet.
It's a bit wet. Okay, so there's like a walking track. Let's go check it out. And some nice sun chairs. Yeah. So I will say we're not really cruise people. We have been on an ocean cruise once before, and we just like, it's just a bit too fast paced. You're kind of stuck on a boat. This will be interesting because the riverboat, you have a lot more time at port, but there's also less to do than an ocean cruise. And again, it's aimed at retirees. So they have a putt-putt and a little herb garden, which is really cute. And shuffleboard, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I will say I am looking forward to just like relaxing, you know, just chilling. Let's go see the rest of the sun deck. Netherlands. First thoughts?
It'll be different from the last one.
It will be.
But we didn't use a lot of the
Amenities.
at the last one, so.
Okay, so this is the back of the sun deck. Looks like there is a sunroof. You can look down into, if you can see the stairs there. Oh, that's my dad. There's my father. Really struggling. The captain's whatever tree house. I know boat stuff. And hello. And the back of the boat, which is just more seating. So yep. So that is Viking. I'm gonna show you this like captain's thing. It lifts up and down, presumably to go under bridges
And stuff, yeah.
So you can see there's like a, what's the word? A hydraulic system, a scissor lift. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Look, we're definitely the youngest people here so far. There's no doubt about it. But the food will be good and it'll be relaxing. So Viking cruise, day 2, day 3, day 2. Because the first day was day 0. And this is breakfast. Breakfast is the same every single day. Lunch and dinner changes, but breakfast is the same. Let me show you what's for breakfast. You're fine. Sorry.
It looks great.
It does. Salmon Benedict.
Just went there last year.
Oh, yeah.
Loved it.
Really?
Loved it. Oh, great.
Oh, no, God.
Didn't go there though. Lisbon. Next time go there. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Wow.
Where are you from? Lisbon?
Please,
Love it. How you go to?
Let's talk activities. So depending on which cruise you do, every day you're in port, theoretically. You usually are given a free walking tour of some sort, an introductory, and that's included with your ticket price. You can also pay more for other tours like brewery tours or castle tours or something. Those are an extra cost. A bit expensive, I won't lie, but if that's your thing, that's definitely worth it. On board, there's no casinos, there's no cinemas, there's no theater. That is the one thing I wish they had. Obviously, that would require a bigger boat, which is can't have on a river, so it makes total sense. But there are like enrichment talks, usually about the city or port that you're going to next. There might be something else, like musicians, for example, or a historian came and chatted with us. Today there's going to be a coffee demonstration because Rudolph, which is the next city we're going to, is famous for its coffee. So there's always a little something. There also are movies on board on your own screen. Not a ton of options, but you know, new ones like Death on the Nile, I believe it's called, or A Haunting in Venice, like things that are related to ports that Viking goes to. So there are activities to do, and I will say I thought we'd be bored, but there's always something. Maybe it's not as much as like a Royal Caribbean would have, but I feel like pretty busy and I'm sleeping well, I'll just say that. So that's the activities on board. Okay, let's talk food now. So all the meals are included on board. When you're at lunch or dinner, alcohol, wine, and beer is included as well as soft drinks. Anything beyond that, though, you pay for. Cocktails, I believe there's called a Silver Springs package, Silver Sprites package, Silver something, and that's for cocktails, lunch, wine, beer, when it's not a mealtime, stuff like that. The food is really quite good. So there's a menu that's always available that you can choose from. On the other side, there's always a rotating menu. So usually something regional to the area, or things for that makes sense for like a Western palate. So I will say the food has been good. I'm gonna call it now because I feel weird. So yeah, there's always something regional to the port you're at, as well as food that will cater to like a Western palate, for example, like pastas and stuff. The food is quite good. There's always as well little cookies. That seems to be like the Viking touch. There's cookies every day that they put out. Viking is great at the details. For example, I was reading a book and I left it out on my bed and they put a Viking bookmark in the page where I was. So there's always little details. I will talk about the service a bit later though. That's the food. Okay, lastly, for now, we're going to talk about the service. It's pretty much incredible. I mean, Ben and I, my husband, we're not really cruise people, so we didn't really have, we didn't know what to expect, I should say. Everyone is so friendly, so kind. They know your names, which I think is quite typical. But what I did notice is there's a lot of attention to detail in the rooms. I mentioned the bookmark story previously. I think that's a great example. I don't know, it's just little touches. I can't explain it, but the service is amazing. So if you want to relax, be taken care of, good food, posh lifestyle, this is it for you. If you want to be go, 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 casino, drinking, party, this is not going to be for you. All right, I'm going to call it for now.